People ask me all the time, how many connection requests can I actually send before LinkedIn locks my account? What's the real number in 2026 that either keeps your account safe or gets it restricted? In this video, you're going to learn about the LinkedIn connection request limit, why that number is different for every account, and how you can automate requests and messages safely regardless of what your limit is. So let's jump in. So the dirty little secret is that LinkedIn will actually never tell you what your connection request limit is. There's no publicly posted limit, and LinkedIn doesn't send you any warnings, a progress bar, or say, hey, you've sent 140 requests this week, maybe you should slow down. Instead, it waits until the last minute when you've already received the warning screen that tells you you've reached your weekly limit. Most standard LinkedIn accounts hit their hard weekly cap somewhere between 150 to 200 invitations per week. But it's important to realize that the number is not fixed. This moves, and it moves because of something called the social selling index. So what is your social selling index exactly? Well, basically, it's LinkedIn's version of a professional credit score. It watches and scores you daily, and that score directly controls your LinkedIn connection request limit. Specifically, this score is called your social selling index, or your SSI, and you can check it out anytime. Just go to linkedin.com/sales/SSI. If you want to learn more about your SSI, what it is, and how it affects your request limits, be sure to check out this video. Now, one thing I want to talk about that often tends to kill most outreach campaigns that most people don't talk about or actually even realize is that when somebody receives your connection request, they have another option beyond just accepting. They can ignore it, and then they can also click, I don't know this person, and this is the one that actually hurts you. Every single time that happens, your credit score on LinkedIn drops, and LinkedIn quietly starts deciding that you're a spammer without even telling you. Those I don't know clicks or report or block actions lower your SSI score, which then results in a smaller connection request limit. This compounds, and one bad campaign can actually end up haunting your account for weeks. So how do you stop people from clicking I don't know on your connection requests? First, it's important to stop looking and acting like a bot. Long, templated, and generic pitches in the connection note just scream automation. People will either ignore them, or worse, they're going to report them. So that's why if you're going to send a message, oftentimes the safest ones are going to be the one-liners. They're short, human, and more specific. It feels like a real person reaching out because it looks like one. A message that references something specific or is highly intentional isn't going to trigger that I don't know reflex. Now, before I get to messaging strategy, there's one more trap to avoid, especially if you're on a free account. But first, if you found this video helpful so far, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Okay, now let's get back on track. If you're still using a free LinkedIn account, you should also know that LinkedIn has slowly started to tighten the screws on its free users. You're now often limited somewhere between 3 to 5 personalized connection notes per month, 10 maybe if you're lucky. But again, these numbers are really dependent upon your SSI score. So when you send a connection request from a free account, you have the option of adding in a personalized note. From there, LinkedIn will tell you how many personalized notes you still have remaining for the rest of the month. And again, specifically for a free account, those are capped at a very stingy 200 characters, which is less than a tweet. So you really need to make sure that every character counts. The takeaway here is simple. If outreach is a growth lever for your business, you realistically can't or will have a very hard time to do it safely at scale from a free account. But regardless of whether you're using a free account or premium, here's how we can solve all of this from within Firstlines. First, we'll start from the firstlines.ai website and click try for free to get a free 7-day trial, no credit card required. Once you've logged into the Firstlines dashboard, go to the Chrome Web Store and click Add to Chrome. Add extension, and now we can go back to the dashboard. Now, from our navigation panel on the left-hand side, click on Settings and click on Activity and Limits. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see that we have our daily limits. Now, these are the set maximum number of actions per day to keep your LinkedIn account safe. For connection requests, mine is automatically set at 10, but you can go anywhere up to 25. And then for messages, you can send up to 100 per day. By putting the hard cap at 25 connection requests per day max, it puts you at a maximum of 175 connection requests per week. And maybe you're wondering, why not go higher? Why not push to the supposed 200 invite ceiling limit? Well, for a number of reasons. First, we don't know your exact SSI, your account history, and we especially don't want to take a random guess with something as important as having your LinkedIn account on the line. Because Firstlines uses custom variables that allows you to personalize the first line of every message, requests feel handwritten, which means fewer I don't know clicks and your SSI stays high, and thereby your connection request limit as well. If you want to learn more about writing connection messages and templates, be sure to check out this video next. Okay, so while there's not a precise formula that you can apply to figure out your connection request limit or your message limit, there's really no need to obsess over the exact number. The main thing to keep in mind is sending low friction messages plus smart limits of 25 connection requests max per day equals safe scaling outreach. You need a system that prioritizes keeping your account safe while maximizing every connection that you send, and that's exactly what Firstlines was built to do. So head over to the firstlines.ai website to start your free 7-day trial. Then try checking out your SSI score. Import your first leads list, launch a campaign, and let Firstlines take it from there. Now it's your turn, have fun, and make your Firstlines count.